Are you an emerging business leader? How would you like a full-ride MBA scholarship? It's possible. The Ivy College of Business is offering a full scholarship for one standout student in the online MBA. This first Emerging Leader MBA Scholarship will be awarded to one qualified candidate who is ready to start classes in the fall of 2026. Apply by May 15th. The link is copied below. Reach your full potential with the Iowa State MBA.
The Business Record News Headlines is brought to you by the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University, where world-class faculty, staff, programs, and facilities come together to deliver business education for a rapidly changing world. At Ivy, students gain more than a degree, they gain real-world experience and the confidence to lead in any industry.
Welcome to the Business Record Iowa News Headlines podcast presented by the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University. This is your essential weekly briefing on local business news from across the state. I'm Senior Director of Events, Stacey Thompson, here with co-host Business Record Editor Sarah Diehn. We're starting off with our Business Record Roundup, reviewing the top 3 stories reported by the Business Record Newsroom that you may have missed over the last week.
A new report from brokerage firm JLL finds the vacancy rate for data centers across North America remained at 1% for the second consecutive year, which the report said is a sign of sustained structural demand. A JLL official told the Business Record, Des Moines is emerging as a frontier data center market due to long-term investment interest and a development-friendly environment that continues to attract large-scale users. According to JLL, over 1,200 acres of land has been purchased in Iowa for future data center projects, but additionally, power availability is a major contingency factor for new data center development in the state, with the potential to slow delivery timelines.
The Iowa Environmental Council and the Harkin Institute for Public Policy and Citizen Engagement have released a new report identifying links between environmental risk factors with increased cancer incidence in multiple cancer types. The report includes a literature review of each environmental risk factor studied, as well as a qualitative data from listening sessions with Iowans. The environmental risk factors included are nitrates, pesticides, radon, and PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. The report calls for action, such as state-level standards for these substances in water, air, and soil, and the Iowa legislature's approval of funding for the state's water quality monitoring network.
The founder of Barntown Brewing, Pete Faber, has taken the slow and steady approach to growing the brewery, which expanded its production space to a new facility in Grimes last year. He told the Business Record the expansion came 3 years after he first considered it, which ultimately helped avoid missteps and make the move more manageable. The new facility has helped Barntown significantly increase production and fulfill distribution to about 300 total retailers, including Hy-Vee and Fairway. Production has doubled to 6,500 barrels annually. The company's expansion comes as the craft beer industry is seeing closures and higher costs. Faber said he has navigated both tariffs and higher costs in part by producing larger batches and buying supplies in bulk. You can read all these stories in full and more news at businessrecord.com. Next up, we have our statewide headlines with the news you need to know from across Iowa.
The Cedar Rapids Gazette reports a bill passed by subcommittees in the Iowa House and Senate would exempt new or recommissioned nuclear electric generation facilities in Iowa from paying state sales and use tax on most purchases. The Senate version requires that nuclear energy and the data center projects contribute at least 5% of the aggregated value of the tax exemption to public universities to support nuclear engineering programs. Stakeholders in the technology sector told legislators the requirement could reduce Iowa's competitiveness in securing those types of projects.
Fairway Stores is adding a new 105,000 square foot freezer facility at its Boone Distribution Center to support continued expansion and long-term growth. The new freezer will nearly double pallet capacity, and the current freezer space will become additional dry storage space. The grocer said the upgrades support its growing retail footprint and future investments in technology and automation at the Boone campus. Construction is in progress with completion set for summer 2027.
The Quad City Business Journal reports that Mercy One Clinton Medical Center has announced it's ending many of its maternal care services, including labor and delivery. The announcement said changes are meant to help the facility remain sustainable in the face of higher cost, staffing shortages, and changes in government reimbursement for care. The next closest Mercy One birthing centers are in Dubuque, Davenport, or Silvis, Illinois.
The Des Moines Register reports new estimates released by the U.S. Census Bureau show that Dallas County held its spot as the fastest growing Midwestern county, growing nearly 18% between 2020 and 2025. It is also the 53rd fastest growing county in the U.S. Many of the counties on the top 50 list are in southern states, including Texas, Georgia, and Florida. The county's growth has led to Waukees School District becoming the third largest in the state, and the county adding 2 seats to its Board of Supervisors.
The Iowa City School Board voted last week to cut $7.5 million in spending for the 2026-27 school year as school officials navigate a financial shortfall caused by inaccurate tracking of the district's budget. Cuts include reducing teacher and district administrator positions and freezing curriculum purchases. The school district is proposing to borrow another $35 million over the next 2 years to maintain adequate cash flow and repay a $10 million interfund loan, as well as debt for the building projects. The district has hired an interim CFO to lead the reconciliation of bank statements in preparation for auditors.
The Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University is proud to introduce the Emerging Leader MBA Scholarship, a full ride opportunity designed to develop Iowa's next generation of business leaders. Full ride, full potential. Learn more and apply online at the link in the show description.
That's our show today, but before we go, we have a few things for you to take with you through the rest of your week. New BPC streaming podcast episodes drop next week. Check out the newest Iowa economy on the Iran war's effects on transportation and logistics. And the next episode of Iowa Stops Hunger covers how government policy shapes food access. One fun thing to know about today, April Fool's Day. In France, if you're the subject of a prank or a trick, you're called an April fish instead of a fool. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks to our sponsor, the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University. Each week, you can count on us for a dose of balanced news with the context you need. If you enjoyed today's show, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here next Wednesday.